fun and we're so excited. We're going to be an orchestra! We're going to be an orchestra! We're going to be famous! Woo! Yeah.
How exciting! Fantastic to see you all. Today is John's special day and he would love to hear his music performed by this fine, wonderful orchestra called City of London Sinfonia.
Well, I was asked by Luton Music Service and Orchestras Live and CLS, the City of London Sinfonia, to compose a young person's guide to the orchestra in a sense. And this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. They asked me to collaborate with Claire Henry, who's a fantastic presenter and musician. And Claire had this idea about the orchestra as a machine. And we put those two ideas together and came up with this concept of the wish. My wish as the composer, or the composer's wish, to hear their music played absolutely perfectly by the orchestra. But there was one problem: the machine wasn't working properly.
Oh, John, I'm so sorry. They've only just got here and it's all gone wrong already. Let's start again and see. I think it might be okay. That was just... Sorry, everybody. One more try. One more try. Come on, Rebecca.
I am an amateur in residence with City of London Sinfonia, and I was asked by them to write a story for a new young person's guide to the orchestra because John K. Miles, who does a lot of work composing for them, I know has got a really good relationship with Luton Music Service, and it was something that Kerry was very visionary and passionate about, to create this new young person's guide to the orchestra.
We noticed that children across the town were not choosing the traditional orchestral instruments when we offered them an instrument to play in Year 3. And we thought it might be because they weren't sure of what the orchestral instruments actually were. So we commissioned this piece from Orchestras Live and John K. Miles, kind of young person's guide to the orchestra for Year 2, so that when they got to Year 3 they were much more informed about the kinds of instruments available, as well as the guitars and the drums that they had been choosing lately. We thought it would be nice if they started to have a look at the orchestral instruments and give those a try.
Fix the brass with the key. Sing the right melody. Fix the brass with the key. Sing the right melody.
This is the latest in a series of projects that Orchestras Live has produced with Luton Music Service and City of London Sinfonia. And it brings together two strands of work that we've been developing for some time. Early years work with young children and families, and collaborative composition work with older students. So by commissioning a brand new piece, The Wish, we're hoping it will go into the repertoire of the orchestras and be inspirational for young children, not only here in Luton, but across the country.
Can we find all the keys to fix a music machine when it plays as a feeling of magic? The concert with brass and strings will need to work as a team. When they do, it will sound so fantastic.
they're gaining so much knowledge, say in a way they might not understand. They're taking so much knowledge in because the knowledge has got a purpose within the concert. So the Wynn family, they are too fast, and so we're looking at tempo, and the children have got a technique to slow them down to make them chill out.
The brass they'd forgotten the tune, the percussion had lost the beat, and the wind were always flying off and flying away and getting out of control.
And the string section as a whole are supposed to be quite sad, quite serious. So the aim is that Claire and the children inject a bit of excitement and energy into what we're doing with the help of a special stick.
Yeah, which I think they enjoy too much.
You like it?
Every single instrument. The double bass.
Double bass. Why is it?
Because it's big.
What's your favourite instrument?
The cello.
The cello? Why is that?
Because it plays nice music. Violin. I think I want to play the violin and the guitar.
I think it's been magical, and it really has done the trick. They were totally engaged. They now know all the families of the orchestra, they know the individual instruments, and they can make an informed choice as to what they want.
We were delighted by the first performance. It went really, really well, so we're looking forward to the second show. And I can hear children very excited behind me as we speak.